Now we got one over by the Dalamil Inn. And then I think we should be okay on side quest for now. Maybe. We'll see. Might be another one popping up after this.
Everything's back the way it was. I don't know.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Lines in the sand.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws.
Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Oh, so we're just going right out there to attack. Alright.
Those ne'er-do-wells want to band together.
Is there any places I haven't explored in? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, good.
Good girl.
So Ash is more the only mysterious place that we haven't explored.
Right.
At which point, a couple or all of the bounties might actually be over there. So I'm not really gonna focus on them in this recording. I'll wait until later to do those ones.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned.
We make this quick.
Have care. That's him! The one who killed Locke at the fingers!
See if we can take him out quick here.
Take his head off!
Diamond dust here. Excellent. Yeah, once you actually have all these abilities and you get comfortable with them, you feel so overpowered. Not overpowered, but you feel so strong that you can take on anyone. You kind of can.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Interesting that he actually has magic. And also that he's kept it hidden for so long. Very interesting.
Why are you taking the bearers?
Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
I knew all along that he was... Forgive me for disturbing you, but... could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a
Man,
fuss
they hold
outside?
bearers in
It's
such
driving away
little
our
regard.
customers.
That's someone they respect, and
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
someone that they respected and was highly valued as a person is all of a sudden now just dirt.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor,
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
how could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Well, that sucks. It goes from clearing out abandoned camp to Lubor getting exposed as a bearer to now him exiling himself. Well, it doesn't appear to be any other quests, but just in case. Let's travel to the hideaway. Got another missive, so we'll check that out. And then we'll go to the Whisper.
Stew's awfully thin these days.
Let's see what we get there. The courage to fight. What happened in Eastpool with the Bears and the Guardians has been a long time coming, and I'm proud that it could finally happen here in Rosaria. The duchy of old may be no more, but Archduke Elwin's dream still burns in the hearts of many, and it's through victories such as these that the fire will spread. This is only the beginning, Clive, but a fine beginning it is. Martha. In loss there will be found. It is hard to believe Theo is gone. Every morning I wake, I expect him to be there in the stables, watering the birds or readying the packs. Yet he is not, and it is everything I can do not to fall on my knees and weep. Still, I know I have to move on, but that doesn't mean I have to forget. My brother and I built all we have here together, so as long as I still have the caravans, he will ever be with me, and I shall honor him in death by carrying on what we strove for in life. That is what I choose, Eloise. And we could do a quick look at the curiosities. Martha's Rest signboard. Crimson Caravan signboard. And there isn't any others right now. Okay.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastman. As soon as the rebuilding work is complete,
Yet he hasn't
I promise
left
to
yet.
return.
But now to go to the Whisper. And
Covered in
to
nicks
double
and
check and make
lumps
sure
and everything.
there's nothing else
No
out
wonder
there
they can
mission wise. I don't think there is, but just in case.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
No quests?
Here you
Perfect.
Always something in there.
Patron's
I
Whisper.
wasn't expecting you back so.
We are the shadows that quicken in the firebird's wake. In from the shadows do serve our Lord and those who would be his wings, the undying.
Here
Cool.
you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Let's check a couple of these items we've gotten. Nope, will be there. Being gear. Lowers charge time for charged magic by 0.2 seconds. Ooh. Increases magic burst will damage by 15%. That doesn't sound bad. That sounds useful. Those are ones I got on. Right, that's the fan braces I bought. I've been using Ice Brand this whole time. I should have been using Ragnarok. Ragnarok's way stronger. Also, we can master another one of these. Perfect. Now what bounties do we have up here? I think we only have 2. Yeah, well, this one's most likely an Ash. And the Tricephalic Terror, a caravan traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, had the aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. Velcroy. So that's here, essentially? Yeah, southern, northern, then just Velcroy, so it might be up here? By the bandit's bed. Maybe. But when we come back, we won't do the bounties. Sorry, not the bounties. We won't do the hunts. We'll save those until a little bit later. But we'll jump right back into the story. Because overall, I've done, I think it's like 5 hours of recording. 5-6 hours of recording today. Just for the morning. So I'll have some stuff to edit today, which is good. Edit and I can get uploaded to you guys as soon as possible. Because I'd love to get the DLC and do the Final Fantasy VII stuff before Rebirth comes out.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
And attempt to keep up with everything else that I have going on. Level 6, Living Library.
I have
New
quite
entry.
the find for you today.
Alright.
What subject shall we consider today?
Almost all persons of interest. Sabine, only daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Cyril, kids. No idea who this is, or this is. Probably people in the hideaway. Anything new on Ultima? To whom kings kneel, the otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that has plagued Valsthea, and the creature King Barnabas will lose worships as his god. Ultima requires a vessel in which to inculcate his disembodied soul. And Clive's curious ability to absorb the powers of other icons suggests that he is the very mythos that Ultima has long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb the other icons that his vessel might be perfected. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Killed by Jill. Yep,
You are always welcome.
yeah, when we come
Clive.
back, go on to the story. We'll start in the hideaway, and we'll start going through Ash towards the last Mother Crystal. But in between, I will try to do a little bit of grinding, just so I can try to master the Cold Snap and master Rhyme. If I have enough time, I might master possibly one of the ultimates, but I don't know on that. But until the next recording, hope you guys enjoyed, especially seeing more of this, more of the story, more of the side content, and hoping to finish this within the week. Amongst everything else, I'm hoping to juggle between both that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, definitely leave a like. Greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more. But until the next recording, you guys take care and have a great day.